What's up, y'all? I'm Chris Hayes, 508. Please introduce yourself. Tell us your name, where you're from, and what you got going on, man.
Yo, yo, thanks for having me, Chris 508. Name Don Chi. You know what I mean? Hail from, East Side Chicago. You already know what time it is, but I've been virtually everywhere in the U.S. right now. Right now I'm stationed right now in Minnesota, just low key, moving, trying to restructure the structure, get things together right now. So that's where we at right now. That's what it's looking like.
All right. Tell us about your new single. What's the name? What do we need to know?
Yeah, right now, this is the single, He Go Nuts I released. This one of two that I released. Featuring Katie Got Bandz. It goes to his Chi Nache EP Volume 1. Check that out. Link in the bio, video in the bio as well. I figured that I give, with what's going on in society, I figure I end music on a high note. It's not about what everybody is expecting from music. So that I give y'all a nice little energy boost. If you work out, you run, whatever you is, that's what he go nuts for. It's for sports. Whatever it is, it's your anthem. It's your anthem right now. Put that in and go check it out. Check out the video right now. Link in the bio.
Check it out right now, y'all. And I had a chance to check out the video. Looks super dope, great quality, catchy. I liked it instantly, man. So you guys definitely gonna like that. And we have a lot more to talk about. We'll talk about the EP, the video, and a whole lot more. But before we get started, I want to officially welcome you to On the Spot. Thanks for coming through, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the first thing that I always like to ask about is your name. So tell the people again, what is your artist name? Who gave it to you? Why did you choose it? What does it mean? Tell us a story about your name.
Yeah, prior, most of that is G14 classified, but I always went by Don, my homie, High Beam, Chi Chi. Shout out High Beam from Legit Ballers, one of Twister's group. So he gave me the name Chi Chi, so I just dropped the Chi Chi. And it's been like that been my name for like 30 years. It's been Chi Chi, Don Chi Chi. So I just dropped the extra Chi and just went with the CHE Chi, because most people are mispronounce it. They think it's Che, like Che Guevara or something. And shout out to my Cuban affiliates, but it's Chi. It's straight Chi. Just keep it short, sweet, and simple.
Dawn Chi. Okay, man, there's
Yes.
definitely some meaning behind that. Got it from some OGs, and I could tell when I was watching that video, just listening. I'm like, yo, this is a big dog right here, man. This a OG right here, man. I like how he
Yeah.
talking, man. So I definitely makes a lot of sense, man. You definitely coming from Chicago, you've been around, you've seen a lot, man. I want to find out about your journey, in music. So, you saying you going by Chi Chi, Don Chi Chi, but like when did this Don Chi, the artist, start? Is this like a new run? Have you been doing music for a while? Tell us a little bit about the Don Chi as an artist journey.
Yeah, Don Chi as an artist. I just put with the name. It was always Don Chi even before the music, but I was away from extracurricular activity. I chilled for a minute, and just focused on school. Graduated, got, associates, masters, philosophy, then got my masters in advocacy and political leadership. So I'm like,
Wow.
it's about teaching people as well and, give it back to certain communities or whatever, people that just come on from the joint, men and women, facilitating groups. So I figure like let me do that and then jump back in music. I just dropped the, years ago on my own fan and I'm like, I'm done. My homeboy like keep going, keep going. I'm like, okay, let me do something else. And then do something else. Then I won Ella on one of the singles I won Artist of the Year in Cali for. So I'm like, okay, I think I may be on something. But I also learned as well as while I'm dropping. Every time I put out music, I'm learning more, from what most people could perceive as failures. I look at it as like learning opportunities. That's my quote. So everything is like I'm learning off everything right now. I'm still learning. So most people get figure it out. Most people don't. Me, I'm learning on the way as far as what not to do or, don't put this investment in that. It won't pay out for put it in here and it'll pay out. So that's just what it is with the music and the maturity as far as Don Chi. The artist has grown up to the new project that's on the
Mm.
way for 2026.
Well, I want to talk more about the new project. I want to talk more about you, but also you bring up a really good point. Obviously, you got a lot of game in life, and you learn a lot as an artist in this business. So, like, What's one piece of advice you would give to an upcoming artist, or what's just one thing you've learned about the music business that you didn't know or didn't expect?
Yeah, for upcoming artists, don't take anything at face value. Now, I've noticed that who I perceive certain artists, I'm not going to name individuals yet, but certain people that I perceive that made it to the mountaintop will actually reach down to help. No, everything is selfish. Everything is selfish, and if it's not about helping them, and they won't help. It's bad, and there's a lot of thieves out here with this music. And what I can say with artists that's upcoming, whether male or female, groups singing, whatever, rap, hip hop, keep going. Do not let it discourage you because it's so much discouraging. Don't go down a rabbit hole of this social media, regardless of what other people posting or don't fall for it. Just keep going. Just keep going. No
That is
days off with this. No days off, no allies. That's what I tell my nephew. No days off and no allies. No prisoners, no allies. Gotta keep it moving.
no, I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that, man, because like you said, everyone in a way is trying to get theirs. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it can be ruthless, but there can be a lot of great things in this business and music and
Yes.
the fun and just the connection with people, man. I think you bring up a lot of good points. But with that being said, you coming from Chicago and being all around, I want to find out a little bit more about you outside of all the music, right? You seem very knowledgeable. You got a lot of game. Like outside of the music, what's one thing about you that we should know? Maybe it's a hobby that you have, something you're really into outside of music. Maybe it's more about, helping people like you were mentioning a little bit earlier. What's something you want to talk about outside of music?
Yeah, outside of music, it's just, mostly giving back, whenever, because I have a lot of gentlemen and a few women that's incarcerated for a while. They got a long time, and they hit me up from here and there, just quick pointers or whatnot. And that's my other focus as well, things like that, and reading. Just reading to teach people. Most people will be like, oh, they don't know this or they can't get this information. It's like, okay, it's nothing I could teach. I can show you how to do this. We don't need for bucks. We don't need that for that. We can do this. We can figure this out ourselves. So I just try to give individuals the tools to see that missing piece. As far as what I can't do is we're not even going to use that in our vocabulary. We're not even going to use can't. You know, that's just it.
Facts.
Just give them tools to connect the dots.
Facts, man. That's again well said, man. You're doing a lot of good out there, and definitely people who need some extra help, man. And just gotta they can help themselves. You just gotta give them the information, man. Need a connector, and that's what I love what you're saying, man. We need more people like you, and I feel like that's the whole topic we could probably talk about for a while. But I want
Yeah,
to switch gears a little bit right now, and maybe get back to that in a little bit. But I want to find out a little bit about your influences in music, like. Who
yeah,
are some of the artists you were listening to coming up? Like, who are your top three favorite artists or artists that inspire you?
yeah. So individuals. It all depends on with me where I was at, what chapter I was in my life. It was like so I connect. It's like two on one. So it was like when I was on the road doing what was what with, as I call Charlie's Angels, my angels. It was like Mac Dre, Ice T, the Bay Area, Pimp C, them type of guys that that I was like okay. And when I was out there in the field or whatnot, it was like Jeezy. But if we talking about like spit, that's like hardcore. That was like connected to where locked in my life or whatever. I gotta go with Prodigy. I gotta go with Prodigy and
Mm,
Mobb Deep and AZ because I
okay.
like reaching new planes of existence, or it feel good to help somebody out with some knowledge that they didn't know, to where it's like we can reciprocate that and go back and forth off that. That's like the best thing in the world. So that's why I picked up that from AZ, because that's what he done for me, listening to him. And Prodigy was just like, that was that. Yeah, so Prodigy, yeah, I like Prodigy all day. Yeah.
Wow. We hear that answer sometimes, but I don't know what I was expecting, but you went from ice to like I said, you've been all over
Yeah.
the place. So you have all these different influences, man, from the west to the middle to the east.
Yeah.
everywhere. So, okay, that gives us a little bit more of an idea about you. And I want to talk more about your music. For the
Yeah.
people, for the people watching, tell everyone again, what is the name of your new song? Where can they find it? Is there a video out? Let them know everything they need to know.
Yeah, they can check out the it's Chinache EP Volume 1 out right now. It got bangers, straight bangers from Dreaming on a Budget, which we all dream on a budget, to Sneaky Link feature High Beam and AK of Do or Die. And I got He Go Nuts. That video is out right now. Check that out, y'all. Run that up, share it, do what you can do with it. Link in the bio. That joint right there, if you need something to work out to, get that together. He Go Nuts is going crazy. It's self simplistic, and it's like it's about energy. It's about fueling you no matter how you feel in life or what chapter you're in throughout the day. If you got low energy, slap on that He Go Nuts. I guarantee you that's like 10 Red Bulls right there. 10 Red Bulls and 5 coffees, because, that's what that dude is going to get you together right now. That He Go Nuts right now. Check that out.
I might have to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I might have to do that when the energy's a little low. You have to, because like I said, I checked out some of your music. It sounds really good. Like the mixing's good, the quality's good. You got that energy. You just can tell,
Yeah.
man. This cat's a real one, man. So I've gotten to know a lot about you during this interview. Definitely learned a lot. But I know you're talking about this new project that's on the way.
Yes.
So let's talk about what's next in
Yes.
2026 for Don Chi.
Yeah, next year, I had to hold back. Shout out Eris, UBOENT, my publicist. I'm ready. I'm just ready to flood them. I hate to use this analogy, but I hope that people can fully understand music. I'm talking solely about music. I'm using this analogy, and music is
Yep.
bad. But I'm ready to. I'm lining up to shop in the game right now. That's they put my knee on the neck of the rap individually. That's what I'm doing right now. I have Sneaky Link that just dropped. I mean, not Sneaky Link. What's the name of this joint? Cover Charge. It just dropped right now. So that's kind of like how everybody got like the after party for the club. They go. That's what that is. That's like some strip club joint. That's like hygiene. And I'm gonna give them the visual of that early in 2026. So they're gonna see the because most people want to know about me. I'm gonna give y'all a snapshot of my life. It's not like nothing that's made up. I don't have like 4 or 5, people or ex pimps writing my music. This is a chapter of my life that I really didn't want to give the world, but I see that I'm gonna have to give y'all this to show those people that know me be like, oh, that's just like a regular day at his crib. So I'm gonna
Mm.
give y'all that cover charge. Then I'm gonna jump it up again. I got something else coming, trampoline. I got stuff that's coming that's lined up. That's gonna the sauce. That's the name of the EP. The Sauce Volume 2. That's what's coming next. They can look out for that. I got an international feature on there. I'm looking to take that internationally and give them a visual for that. So everything that's finna come with the Sauce Volume 2, they finna see visual, so they gonna see it instead of just me talking about it and know that it's all real, nothing is made up. So this is just like me having a regular conversation. And that's what I do with my music. So I just mostly like I'm not a rapper, I'm just telling them like snapshots of my life, so to speak.
Man, this is now I really like I heard your music, but now when I now getting to know you and who's making the music, it's just you listen to it in a whole differently way, man. I could tell you was a real one, but now I know you a real one, man. And you coming through. We need
Right,
that
so
in music, authentic
yes.
storytelling, people from different places, and just with your influences, it just seems like you're well rounded. You got a lot of game to give, and I just want to thank you for coming through. We got about like 30 seconds left. Is there any shout outs you want to give or anything else you want to let everyone know?
Yeah, I want to let y'all know right now. Check out that He Go Nuts. I'm gonna run that up right now. I'm doing that. That's to raise money. That's to raise money for something and to give back. As far as like men and women that's recently incarcerated, women in domestic violence shelters. So that's the whole thing with the music. It's about to get back to the people right now. So that's what we looking for. It's not for like matches and double R's and all that material stuff. We talk about get back to a community that's struggling where no one will help us out but us. We gotta help
Mm.
ourselves out. We have to help ourselves out. Nobody is there to do it.